county employees can carry a concealed weapon on county property now if they're legally permitted.
That's you.
I'm not county.
Nope.
City.
Oh, yours.
City.
Panama City Beach.
Cool, it's a start.
It is. Just like I think EMTs should be allowed to carry. Firefighters should be able to carry. Do you remember that guy in Staten Island?
I apologize. We're running.
Yeah.
How are we? Hey, sir.
Hello, you.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. No complaints.
I didn't know you were here.
Yeah.
We have 3 people from Clay County here.
Perfect. Not a bad deal.
Yeah,
A little bit away from home.
yeah. How are you?
I'm good. I'm Stephanie Kopekousos. I do legislative affairs for the governor.
Dennis Fields, this is Kevin Sumner, who's our director
Hi.
for Florida Carries Board of Directors.
Oh, great.
And we're just here wanting to talk to DeSantis about vetoing, basically. There's a lot of bad gun bills that are coming out.
Do you
down the
think
pipe.
any of them are going to make it across the goal line?
I'm just hoping it doesn't. We've got Sabatini.
7028 is probably gonna make it.
He's got
bad.
some 3 good bills.
Okay.
HB 273. 17. And
Which would give me the number?
HB 273.
Okay.
That's the constitutional authority bill.
Yep.
And you got the HB 6001.
Okay.
For college carry.
Right.
And then HB 6003 is one that he's co-sponsoring with Hill.
Oh, okay.
And that's for getting rid of the red flag laws.
Okay.
The age 21
Okay.
to purchase a firearm and
Got it.
bump stock ban, which is federally on anyway.
Okay.
Those are the only 3 good bills.
Everything else should be vetoed if it makes it.
Everything else, you need to just help us get rid of.
I just don't, I'm not convinced too much is going to make it across the goal line this year.
Well, that's a good thing, but, as Sabatini was telling us earlier, we want to be on the offensive, asking for the sky. And if we can get in the middle somewhere, that's fine, but we're just,
Got it. Okay.
we're keeping an eye on everything that's going on in Virginia with the Democrats taking over.
Yeah.
And it's really concerning us.
I used to live there.
We thought
Makes
we
me
had a
nervous.
good, handle on it with Scott here, but we didn't.
Got it.
And, we ended up losing rights for 20-year-olds, 19-year-olds, 18-year-olds to buy a gun to protect their family. If they're moving out into an apartment, they can't buy anything. They have to rely on a gift from their parents if they're lucky.
And
But
Florida is a very military state. Imagine there are a lot of young people in Florida who might have spouses that deploy and not have family or friends that could gift them a firearm.
Got it.
definitely want to gain rights back. We've been trying to do constitutional amendments, and that route's not working. With the constitutional committee didn't pan out.
And the scary thing is we can't.
The whole time, that whole thing was
The scary thing is we
that's my
can't.
personal opinion. It's
We
disastrous.
can't depend on certain Republicans to help, especially when we have a Senate President Galvano taking $500,000 from Bloomberg as a campaign donation, and then basically lobbying to strip rights. And our next Senate President, do we know? Can't remember.
I can't remember the name.
Wilton Simpson.
Has also taken donations, so they kind of are controlling the purse strings and controlling on what bills go to what.
The next one, the third one in line, has not. And I can't remember her name.
Yeah.
Kathleen,
Pasadena.
she's in our court,
I
we
did not
think.
know that.
Yes.
But we've also had, Tom Lee, I think that's his name, right? Who's been pretty solid and now is,
He's with us.
Tom Lee's been very solid, but now he's also voted to, what's that, 728, the bill? He approved that.
It's a committee bill by his committee.
Yeah, so we are not in the best shape. And as a father who has
Are
an
you
18-year-old,
filming?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
as a father who has an 18-year-old son, and my daughter down there who's 16, when she turns 18, unless we gift them a gun, a way to protect themselves, they've been raised with firearms. They're defenseless. And an 18-year-old who has the right to vote should have the right to defend themselves.
Even on the college campus.
Definitely on a college
Especially
campus.
on a college campus.
Especially.
So what are y'all hearing from your meetings as to what you think will make it through or not make it through?
We're hearing a lot of nothing.
Okay.
We're hearing a lot of, oh, we can't talk.
Yeah, we heard a lot of that today. I can't comment.
We were able to meet with Sabatini. We were able to meet with Hill.
They were both awesome.
They were both awesome. But we're getting a lot of, it's just flip-flop type stuff, and we don't know which way things are gonna go. That's why the only chance we have is for our governor to veto bills. Basically, our governor has to act like he's at, and I'm Italian by the way, he needs to act like he's at an Italian family gathering, and everyone is veto. And it's how you doing, Vito? How you doing, Vito? How you doing, Vito? Veto, veto, veto. That's what happens,
Because none of our positive bills have prayer, and only one negative bill so far looks 70-28, looks like it's gonna get through. At least have a chance. It's got legs in committee, so that's what we're worried about is, and, you know, that's basically bans private sales, you know, between two individuals. Basically bans me giving my son a gun, my 18-year-old son a gun. I just had to give him some guns to go off to school because he can't go buy his own. He's living in his own apartment for the first
He's
time.
living in his own house.
Yeah, his own house
And
for
he's
the first time.
defenseless.
And not
Where's
the
he in
one,
school?
Right now, he's in Georgia.
Waycross, Georgia.
Okay.
But he's a Florida resident,
He's a
so.
Florida resident.
So I wouldn't be able to gift him a gun under that law. So he wouldn't be able to have one, period. And under 70-26 from 2 years ago, he's not able to buy one, not even a rifle, not even a shotgun.
And he's been raised with guns and learned to hunt and is an avid hunter, and he can't go and buy his own rifle, I mean, to hunt with.
And it's, you know, I can give him anything he asks for, but, you know, most of Florida is not us. Most of Florida can't afford to do that. They can't afford to go buy another set of guns for their kid. And, you know, that's just unfortunate that most people can't do that, but the kid could work his butt off and, you know, bag groceries or whatever and afford to buy him a .22 rifle or a shotgun or whatever he wanted to, at least to defend himself.
Well, I have here, on the inauguration, Governor Ron DeSantis says if there's any public official that wasn't doing their local service to the community, he would remove that official. I'd like to bring the attention of Miss Julie Meadows Keefe, the city ethics officer of Tallahassee. She has attempted to weaponize the courts to prevent citizens from going to town hall meetings because they called her out on her public service, of her lack of oversight that brought 50 felonies with Scott Maddox and Andrew Gill. And also, she tried to prevent people from going to town hall meetings
Okay.
based on people having a picture of a gun on their profile. So not only was she going against the First Amendment and Second Amendment, and also on the Fourth Amendment due process. So I'd like to bring to the governor's attention, Miss Julie Meadows Keefe. May she be removed from the city of Tallahassee. And my name is Benjamin, and I live in Tallahassee.
Okay, perfect.
Is the governor, obviously you can't speak for him, but is there any thought from him on removing Nikki Free for violating federal law? Having CCW and a medical marijuana card?
And telling other people they should do the same.
That it's okay to do the same.
Whether or not you're into medical marijuana or legalized recreational
It's at
marijuana.
4473 form, correct?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and she tells them just to answer whatever on the 4473,
Yep.
and man, that's gonna get some people in hot water federally.
Yeah.
It's illegal.
It's illegal federally. Not that we think it should be illegal federally, but it is.
But the problem is, if you're signing 4473, you're purchasing a firearm, you have to check yes or no on specific questions. One of them, are you a marijuana user? If you are, and you check no, that's a crime. And if she's telling people to check no or check yes or whatever,
Or it's okay,
or it's okay, it's
just
not.
lie.
If we're held accountable,
Sure. No, I get you.
government officials should be.
And there's plenty of, it will take about 2 seconds on Google to find all the news stories. PBS did a news story on it, and a few other places did a news story on it when she came out and said that, so.
I totally appreciate.
How long ago did she say it? How did
She
I
said it
miss
right
it?
after she was elected.
She said even
Right.
before,
Yeah.
she was pushing
Before and
before.
after, yeah.
She's
Before
very
and after
open
she was
about it.
elected.
She's-
I mean, she personally,
She's
she
very
personally is a
open.
user, and she personally has a CWFL, and so she is breaking the law, so.
She's very open about it.
Yeah, she's very open about it. She'll tell you right to your face that she's breaking the law.
And the other issues we're having on is our state attorney, Moody, who has been flip-flopping on a lot of different gun laws where I believe it's the NRA just filed a lawsuit and she's fighting to prevent that lawsuit from going through, and that was a preemption deal. So we have a state attorney
Yeah,
again
she's-
that is so pro-gun that's now fighting to, again, strip rights away.
Basically keeping counties and cities, localities from making gun laws, and then they're trying to take the teeth out of it to where they can't get fined anymore. So they can just break the law anytime they want to with no penalty.
Believe me, you let the city of Miami Beach loose on passing whatever gun laws they want, they'll ban all guns and everything else, and then somebody winds up turning on the wrong road down off 95, and they're arrested for, for having a concealed weapon, even because they say their concealed weapon permit's no good down there. We can tell you that Miami Beach is very anti-Second Amendment,
No. So-
anti-rights.
So our preemption statute 793.3, what that is, and it's basically counties and towns cannot create their own law. The state of Florida creates firearms laws, and that is that. And so when you have the Palm Beach chief of police actually writing letters to legislators saying, we need to get rid of the penalties, so basically we can violate the law legally. Does it make any sense?
Well,
So-
yeah, I mean, I think there's several lawsuits on that. I
Well,
think
there's
that's what-
30 counties and towns that have signed on to sue the state, and then we've had a judge here in Tallahassee, in Leon County, yeah, Leon County here. So hopefully this goes
That's
through.
one of the things we're working on today, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what- yeah.
Well, I know you gotta go, but we certainly appreciate your
No,
time.
thank y'all for coming in. How long are
Thank
y'all
you.
in town?
Well, we're leaving as soon as we're done here. So we're from all over the state. I'm from, Panama City. myself,
Okay.
so
We're
He's
from-
from Jacksonville.
You're not far.
No. He's
We're
from
from
Jacksonville,
Denellen.
Denellen, Gainesville.
Gadsden County.
Okay.
Next door.
Havana.
Where?
Havana.
Havana.
Right up the street.
Yeah.
Not only did you give us your time, you gave us your, attention, I appreciate it.
Sure, no,
Thank you.
that's why we're here.
Yes, ma'am.
That is why we're
Thank
here.
you for your service.
Thank you very much.
Thank y'all. Appreciate your
Thanks for
time.
meeting up with us on such short notice.
No, that's.
That was
hey.
awesome, by the way. That was really awesome that we got a meeting here.
And then I got stuck over on the house side, so I apologize.
No apologies.
You must have known that I was,
Good day.
you must have known that I was here.
What kind of gun did you?
How are you?
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Yeah.
I carry what you carry. I carry a slingshot. I have a slingshot in my car with a box.